You are going to level pretty fast. Because
Oh
extra 5 skill points, extra 5 posts start playing. Like, that is a lot of extra.
I'm getting flashbacks to Diablo 3. Like, no, you should not. A point of a season is supposed to be a full reset. You're not supposed to have advantages. I don't know if this is going to fill in the void of Endgame. Whoa, he's got the whole patch.
I know that they are actually doing a gameplay fix in regards to, or a gameplay adjustment to Helltide Chests, so that Helltide Chests will now actually drop unique items.
Yeah, have the chance to drop unique items, but yes.
Sorry. Hit it, Rich and Matt.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit, what's this?
I am writing to you because although a great evil is receding from Sanctuary, a new festering curse now spreads its corruption across the land. More dangerous, more malignant than I could have imagined. I have found a way to stop this plague, to rip the dark power of these monsters from their very core and turn it to our advantage in destroying them.
Kana's cube? Oh, shit.
But I cannot do this alone. My allies have fallen. My strength is dwindling. The malignant are relentless
Help
and
him.
without mercy.
Help him!
I need help. I need you.
Hey! Season of the Malignant! Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh shit, okay. Season of the Malignant.
And there we have it. The first season of Diablo 4 coming out on July 20th.
June
The
20th!
season of the Malignant. Lots to talk about there. Lots to talk about there. So we're actually going to
W!
jump into it. No, I'm just kidding.
W!
But obviously,
It's a week
a lot
of
of people
gameplay
want to know
before
what's going
ExileCon.
on. You know, we even teased it on social media yesterday where something was corrupting Sanctuary. I guess Tim, Joe, like
Yeah, no, okay,
explain
so
to us what's going on now?
So season 1, the season of the Malignant. So our very, very first season in the game is going to basically take place after the events of Diablo 4. So after the redacted and the redacted have happened and the player has finished redacting the redacted, once all that's out of the way, that's when things are really going to kick off in the world of Sanctuary, kind of step off from that point. And there is a new threat that's basically emerged in Sanctuary. There's this malignance, there's this corruption that's begun to spread throughout like the hearts of the creatures throughout the world, and that's everything from like beasts to humans to demons themselves. Everything in between can be corrupted by this malignance as beginning to take root and fester inside inside people. And it's basically kind of like it's changing them. Right, it's turning them into these bloodthirsty fiends. Effectively, they're going out and trying to destroy everything, and it's threatening Sanctuary at a very, very, very high level. The player is going to come across a new character that they're going to introduce to over the course of the season, named Cormond, who we actually saw in the trailer there. Cormond is there he is. Cormond is an member of the Cathedral of Light. He used to be a priest of the Cathedral of Light. And he's taken it upon himself to start trying to dive deeper into this new malignant threat that's risen over the course of these days following the events of Diablo 4's main campaign. Now, and players will start the season of Malignant actually in Kyovashad, and they're going to gain access to the beginning of the story of the season pretty much right away.
I know people are really curious about what happens to my current character. How do I think about that transition? But we'll get to that after we get through the season details. Yeah,
that's absolutely right.
So what's the mechanics that we're looking at?
We're trying to add more stuff to seasons that appeal to everything that a player does in Diablo 4. So we are adding story, the elements of what you're going to find out about what is actually happening to Sanctuary, but then we want things that are new challenges for the player, things that you can fight that maybe you haven't fought before, as well as new powers, things that you can build your character in a different way, a different direction than maybe you did in any previous season, or in this case in the preseason when you had just the Eternal Realm. So hitting all of those notes, we're starting with a mechanic around the threat. So what is the threat? The Malignant. We've been talking about it a lot. Where does the Malignant actually show up? That actually shows up throughout the entire game. When you're playing in the world of Sanctuary, anytime you encounter any elite monster, there's a chance that it will spawn as a malignant version of that monster. So that malignant version is going to have these growths on it and some additional power. After you kill it, a heart will actually appear, the exposed malignant heart that was causing this. If you then interact with that heart by using a Cage of Binding, it now starts a ritual where it's pulling all the malignants in, and a new, even more powerful version of that elite is spawned.
Yep.
Why would you want this? How does this help you? Well, if you can manage to beat that even more powerful version where you see these other minions are now helping it, these other malignant creatures, now it drops the Caged Heart. You've actually put all that malignant power into this cage that is an item that you can use that is kind of like a gem. And it's like a gem in the sense that you can socket it into gear. It is very much not like a gem in the sense that it has an enormous amount of power. Think of a legendary item, the kind of power that's in there. It's like that, maybe even a little bit more than that. So you can take these malignant hearts, you can socket them into your jewelry, and that gives you these kind of stupid new broken builds that are hopefully balanced, but they are extremely powerful. So these are new options of how you can play the game.
Yeah, so this is really, really cool, right? So one of the things we really want to do with each season, to Tim's point, is we want to make sure that we're providing new ways for players to engage with Diablo 4, new problems for them to solve, new
bosses?
ways for them to customize their characters and kind of do new cool stuff.
Right.
And that's what Malignant Hearts and the powers associated with Malignant Hearts really allow us to do. So one of these things, so yes, you can take a Malignant Heart that you've managed to collect from one of the consumed that you managed to kill, one of these super malignant creatures that you've killed this way, and you can socket them into your gear. We have over 30. We have 32 new. I'm not gonna say like over 30. We have 32 new malignant powers.
You know exactly.
It's 32. So we have 32 new malignant powers that are going out this way. These are new legendary power-like abilities. You can see this one here: critical strikes, electrically charged creatures.
It's like a legendary gem in a Diablo 3, bro.
So these are like there's a lot of really powerful things like this that you'll be able to kind of like interact with over the course of time. But each of the malignant hearts you're collecting are actually like a category. They're associated with a color. So if like brutal hearts, for example, or like have a blue color to them, and they'll only go in infested sockets you'll find on rings and jewelry during the season of the malignant of a matching color.
I see.
So when you're hunting for when you're finding new amulets and rings or gambling at the Opal's vendor, whatever it is you want to do, you're kind of looking for specific socket colors.
Or if you're getting a
Diablo 3,
unique
right?
ring from the new Helltide Chest rewards as you're playing from the one.
That's right. If you happen to luck out and get Mother's Embrace because you need another Mother's Embrace, then yes, you can absolutely.
One will never do. But what's interesting, so there's 3 different types of color sockets. Yes.
There's 3 different types of colored sockets, but there's 4 different types of malignant hearts.
Yes. Go on.
Well, okay, I guess I will. So the last malignant heart type is called basically a raffle. It's an extremely powerful malignant heart type. They're very, very rare to find. They will fit in any colored socket as you go. And you kind of want a combination of all of these. So even though that the raffles are pretty strong, you're really only looking to probably have 1 or 2 of these based on what you might actually need for your build, over the course of time. So it's fun. We really want to be able to experiment with creating these different problems for players to solve, different ways for players to engage with things, and really change up that experience by virtue of adding these new powers. They can unlock different builds potentially for classes, to Tim's point, and just basically be like a really fun, exciting new way for players to kind of inject new power into the experience.
And I know, obviously with the story and so forth, there are new a new boss and so forth associated with it.
We're not really talking about the boss.
Redacted, but yes.
It's worth calling out,
There's new boss monster for players to fight over the course of the season. There are new legendary items for players to collect this season.
Static boss?
There's legendary powers, I should say. For players to collect. There's new unique items for players to collect.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
there's new unique legendaries and the unique.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
Those are not just in the seasonal realm, though, right? Are those things that are also showing up in the eternal?
That's right. Those will also show up in the Eternal Realm. So
Exactly.
if you're a player who's really trying to continue to progress your character in the Eternal Realm, there's now a few new items for you to go try to hunt for and use to kind of augment and change your build. Going into here, you'll see the season journey, and again, so the season journey is separated into 7 chapters. And these major chapters, and each of those chapters has a number of objectives inside each of them in order to allow you to progress that chapter.
And you don't have to do all of them?
You don't have to do all of them. You have to do a subset of them in order to advance to the next chapter. I think it's really cool. So objective to objective, you're going to be earning favor drops, which can be used to your battle pass, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a minute. Yeah. But you're also, for your chapter completion moments, you're getting big drops of that favor that's going to be used like an experience point value for your battle pass. But you're also going to be getting some item rewards, and importantly, you're going to be unlocking new legendary aspects, ones that you can't normally get through the Codex of Power, through dungeon completion.
Okay.
And also many of our new legendary aspects we're adding in the season. If you're playing in the seasonal realm, you can collect that for your Codex of Power by going to the season journey. So it's a great way
Okay.
to introduce yourself to some of these new things as you're kind of playing through.
Right.
And here, okay, we can actually finally reveal all of these.
Oh, here
so
we go.
here are the places where,
Please
as
believe
the
it
players
drops.
collecting these ashes, they can invest them here to give all of their characters on the seasonal realm kind of like this advantage. Really
XP,
carry
bro.
through. So whether that is like
Log
bonus
in.
to like XP earned from monster kills, like we call out here, or things like boosting the duration of all elixirs that you're
elixirs and
using over
XP.
the course.
So the free person's experience, if you never want to pay a cent, you are still getting a lot of power out of the season journey and the free aspect, the free unlocks on the battle pass. So this is kind of an increase in power for everybody. And then
No
if you
spending a
want to
cent,
spend
dude.
money, just reinforcing that, that's unlocking more cosmetics.
Cosmetic. So
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
where we see areas discovered.
Yeah.
Let's say I've actually. Okay, we'll say this is this person.
Yeah.
So right now they've got 30 areas discovered, which is worth 150 renown.
Right.
So what's going to happen is in the season, I'm going to have 30 areas clear inside of Kyrgyzstan,
So you get
and I will have
5 times
150
30.
renown already in the bank.
Yep.
And it will have unlocked whatever 150 renown.
So you get
will
a
have
tiny little
You're
bar.
absolutely right. Yep, absolutely right.
270 renown already earned, waiting for me to claim when I fire the season.
That's absolutely correct. So these are the advantages you get to start with, and like if you look at like all the renown
said
you
about
collect
skill
from
points,
the,
dude.
from
What the
discovering all
fuck?
of the areas and from getting all of your altars of loath, is going to get you in each of the zones, basically through the first 2 tiers, and a little bit away through the 3rd tier
Right.
for each of the zones for renown. So you get to start with like if you start at level 1 on day 1 of the new season with a
That's
brand new
stupid.
character, you'll start and you've done all of this work with your previous characters and previous playthroughs. You'll have 5 skill points to play with, and then 5 extra potion charges.
Remove the
So you'll get
renown
so you get 9 potion
aspect
charges.
from those
Level one,
things, then.
You'll have
Yeah.
5 skill points and 9 potions ready to go.
Absolutely. You just claim those
Like,
things
that's
down.
dumb
you're
that
good to
people
go
can
for the
start
season.
And
at a
your map
disadvantage.
This is something that we implemented based on player feedback that we got. So we put it in as quickly as we could. It is in for season 1, but what we need you to do, once season 1 comes out, actually once the patch comes out, you don't even have to wait until July 20th. You can do this on July 18th, which is when the patch goes live. You should log in with characters that have the most progress. If you have a single character you played, or if you have one character that, hey, on this one character I unlocked
What
all the
the
altars
fuck?
and cleared all the fog of war, awesome. You just have to log in with that person. When you log in with that character, all of that progress is going to be propagated across your entire account. It'll be saved as, hey, this is just unlocked for your whole account now. At that point, any character you log on, either one of your existing alts
What if you look at the
or
wrong
any
character?
new character you make in seasons
What?
will now have all of that progress. So you have to do it once, but after you've done that, it is now saved to your account.
Bad
And,
coding!
just to reinforce, the experience you're going to have if you have unlocked all of these things, it takes a little bit of work, but if you've unlocked all of that, when you start that new seasonal character, wow, is that a lot of power. You are going to level pretty fast, because
Oh
extra
my
5 skill
God,
points,
no!
extra 5 potions, you are ridiculously overpowered when you first start
It's
playing. Like, that is a
stupid!
lot of extra
It will
power. So.
accelerate you a little bit as you start.
And
I go on vacation, I'm not playing, I come back, the season started. I can still log in my Eternal Realm character and have all that progress brought to the season, yes?
Yes.
Even after the season started. So it's not like, oh, you only have 18 to 20 to get it those
What
2
if it's
days.
split between 3
It's there
characters?
forever. Functionally, from this point forward, anytime you ever log in on a character, it will just check, like, hey, does this character have any progress that's not already credited on your
Okay,
account?
okay,
Cool, I'm
doesn't
now
sound
crediting
as
it to
bad.
your
They
account.
described it really
And so
poorly, I
for-
feel like.
Right now, I think that there's a
Oh,
few different
no.
concerns we're hearing from the community. There's the general cost of respecting characters.
What? It's
and then
not
there
enough.
is at various stages of the game.
What?
And
It's
then
not
there
enough.
is the actual experience of respecting a character,
Oh
particularly
my
when you're
God.
deeper into the Paragon system. Like that takes a lot of effort. So we have longer term plans on the user experience side, like on the menu side. Things we want to do to improve the flow of allowing players to respect their characters. These are things we're actively investigating. We have designs for things we're looking to add into seasons in the future, but we don't have a date that we're committing to today for that. And in terms of the actual price of that, we're evaluating things on like, the gold economy, and we're taking a look at like what players are doing on a regular
It's
basis.
free.
We're not making any fundamental structural changes today at this
It's
time.
free.
But we are, because we're satisfied with where things feel like in the 150. One thing we will be adding, though, is as part of seasons, there's now a new reward that you can collect as you're going through the season journey at the end of each season.
What, more gold?
Called the Scroll of Amnesia. Which, once you collect
Oh,
the Scroll
shit.
of Amnesia, you can use that one time to basically reset the entirety of a character all in one go for no gold cost at all. So these are gonna be like pretty fun things to bring back with you to the Eternal Realm if you want to use for future playthroughs or for
Bro,
that character or
what?
another character. So we want to make sure that we're like slowly adding a few of these as the players progressing through the experience to make that a little bit easier for players to go through.
And that Scroll of Amnesia is everything. It's all your skills,
It's
all your Paragon,
Paragons,
everything
yeah.
goes to 0.
Yeah.
I think overall that was a W, right? We got... Okay, wait, this is stuff. Okay, so we got... Okay. All right, default pad, free space. This is stupid. All right, so we got this one here. Rod Ferguson, I think he did talk about a lot of dog shit for no reason. New tier of gems, yep. New uniques, yep. Stash space, I feel like we're getting +1 stash space. They said new in-game bosses, right? They just glanced over that as it was something small. I don't know if you guys heard. They definitely said... No, they did. They said new bosses. They absolutely said new malignant bosses. We're talking about stash space. Well, yeah, they're gonna do they're gonna have the stash space thing. He said, dude, he asked about stash space and they said they're gonna update stash space. But it's a process. Blizzard makes up some fake questions. Easy. Reset all Paragons button. Yes, we're getting that. Item loadouts. They implied this. We didn't care about this though or anything. All right, well there you go. There's the bingo. Okay. What do you guys think? Let's go to the shit that I wanted. Okay, fuck that shit. What's the shit I wanted? Okay, what I wanted was this. Season mechanic isn't just some small mod, but actual in-game activity. It's definitely not a small mod, but it's definitely not like an full activity, is it? It depends on how big the bosses are, they've said. I feel like this is like a question mark, right? Do you not think this is like a question mark? I feel like this is a question mark. That's a question mark. Nah, they said bosses. They said bosses. Okay, season 1. Okay, ExileCon 22. It's coming out on the 20th. So wait, we get what? There's 8 days. That's a check. That's a huge W. So that's like, okay, so we have like, this is like a question mark. Like maybe it's like a 5 out of 10 mechanic. I don't know. That's like a 5 out of 10. So it's not shit, but not good. It's just kind of thing. This is like, okay, 8 days. This one has a question mark again. Season features new boss battle. Oh shit, where's this at? Yeah, where's this at? Wait, where's this fucking thing at? I think I hit clicked, right? All right, a dire threat emerges. A new form of Lilith's corruption is spread throughout Sanctuary, creating malignant monsters that roam the land, overtaken with this infectious turmoil, minds and lost killing at random. Once you can fight back and harness the power of the twisted corruption to uncover the malignance and put it to an end. Season features. Okay, a new quest line. Sanctuary has been corrupted, overtaken with infectious turmoil, creating abominations that roam freely. But who is to blame for this new wave of corruption? Partner with Coromond, a former priest of the Cathedral of Light, to discover the source and stop the spread of malignant at all costs. Wield malignant hearts, new power, defeat these powerful corrupted enemies to harness their malignant hearts. With over 30 new malignant powers to wield, the might of the malignants is yours for the taking. New boss battle. Scour the malignant tunnels to search for the catalyst of corruption. Make your stand against Varushan, the consumed, and uncover all of the secrets of the malignant. So they definitely have a boss. Yeah, 100%. They definitely have a boss. The question is the boss going to be any good, and why wouldn't they show us any of the gameplay of the boss? Like, is it going to be some level scale dog shit boss that's like you could kill at level 7? Or is it going to be like some fucking... I'd be okay with there being a level scale dog shit meme one that like the casuals can fight, and then they could have like a hardcore Uber version of this. I would love to see if there was a static Uber version, you know, and hoping it's designed well. You know, Boomlord 2. Earn free rewards. Seasonal journey complete after the season journey rewards. Getting new legendary aspects, a mastery title, and a scroll of amnesia, which provides a free skills preset plus and favor towards the battle pass along the way. Seasonal blessings, smothering ashes. You'll earn your battle pass. Upgrade your seasonal characters with increased XP gains, better chances of favorite materials and summoning items. Seasonal title, the Eldritch Monster. Called clothing and weapon transmogs. Select the weapon transmog for each of Diablo's 5 classes and artisan's clothing designed to be mixed and matched with other armor sets to create a unique look for your character. Tier skips are currently that are applied immediately from... Yo, speaking of skipping and all this shit, bro, they're going on about, oh yeah, someone who joined into season 1, you know, or season 2 or season 3, whatever, is not going to be at disadvantage. But already in the first season, people who start in season 1 are already a massive disadvantage. Because A, you have to complete the entire full campaign to like actually start doing the lead mechanics, and the campaign leveling is far slower than normal leveling. B, all the Lilith statues would need to be collected, every single one of them. And C, you would have to explore your entire map. All these things are going to take more than 20 to 24 hours of gameplay time. So you're that average out everything, you're like literally days behind, which is like compounding disadvantage. And all you guys saying like, no, it's good. It's good that they're doing this. Okay, what you gotta understand is this is a slope that you're going down. Okay, they're like, man, it's gonna be so good. You're gonna feel so OP. It's gonna feel so amazing. Do you know what I'm getting flashbacks to? I'm getting flashbacks to Diablo 3. Okay, wherever they're like, man, you're gonna love this new Ramalady's gift. You're gonna just go and do the seasonal journey. You're gonna get your fucking set bonus, and then you're gonna be so OP, and you're gonna just shit on all content. And that's what happened, right? You just log in within a few hours. You've got a 6 set bonus. Literally half the fun of the season is just gone because your character's just OP as fuck. You go immediately to T16, and then you just start farming out ancient pieces of gear, and you get bored, and you quit the season in like 2 days, 3 days, right? So by giving us a bunch of power that automatically transfers into the season, which just means your character starts off being OP, you're already starting to go down this slippery slope of the Ramalady's gift. And it's like, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna make it transfer over, why not just say fuck it? Keep the statues and the map exploration purely cosmetic rewards and remove power from those rewards. So that way, someone who starts isn't actually at a fucking disadvantage. And then guess what? If you start in season 3, give those players, if you're doing seasonal, to just skip campaign regardless if they completed the campaign or not. And then that way, everyone starts on equal footing. There's no fucking bullshit. It is what it is. Right? Like, I mean, straight up. Because you right now, you're hitting down a slippery slope of just giving people, power immediately for doing nothing. And you're just creating an imbalance straight away for anyone who starts late. I think it's just bad. And now all you guys are going, yo, leave it out the same. L take all this. You just want the advantage because you're fucking trash at computer games. That's what you want. You just want the advantage. It's bad fucking faith. Okay, what's better? Everyone starts the season on equal footing, or people start a new season. It's supposed to be a full reset where it's already imbalanced by literally days of gameplay. Like, no, you should not. A point of a season is supposed to be a fucking full reset. You're not supposed to have advantages. Starting season 1, just redesign the statues to just give you, give the statues purpose that people can find them. It can just give you cosmetic rewards, whatever, dude. Just remove it. Just get the whole renown bar, shrink it by a bit, and remove the renown from the fucking statues. Like, remove the power from remove it. And that way, everyone starts off fresh from the start, and everyone starts off with a shitty character, and there's no power creep. Because right now, you're immediately introducing some fucking bullshit where people automatically start the game, and they just start off being far stronger than they're supposed to be. Just straight up remove that shit. What you're doing right now, this mechanic of like, L take, you're just a human being who's not engaging his frontal lobe, not thinking critically, and you're just thinking about loss avoidance. You're like, no, I earned this. I don't want to lose this power. This is my power now. You can't take this away from me. Instead of looking at in the long term and realizing, wait, this is just better for the game. In the long term, it's just better for the game. The argument is, I don't understand why you want to, like, if it was an MMO and it wasn't a season reset and there was like benefits to like playing the game for a long period of time, like I would sure say like, oh, you know what? People who farmed out the shit way back at this legacy content can have a small advantage, whatever. Okay, this is not an MMO. This is a fucking ARPG. Season resets are supposed to be fucking resets. People aren't supposed to be like, well, these guys played before, right? So, yeah, you start here, bro, and the people who played the previous season start here. They shouldn't. No, these guys who played more will have an advantage in skill anyway and understanding of the game and all sorts of things. So why give them on top of that advantage an actual literal stat boost, game advantage boost, time save boost on top of the fact that these guys are already standing behind anyway. But now you're gonna literally put them here. Oh yeah, this is the start, bro. Yeah, you guys, you just started. You start behind everyone like some bojo. And this is where everyone else starts. Fuck you. I'm not saying you want reparations. You want reparations, you dumb. You want like the opposite of reparations. You want to like oppress people for no reason.
I don't know, dude. After that announcement, man, I feel like they could show a fucking like uncooked piece of chicken on stage at ExileCon and I'd be more excited.
Jesus, it's not pleasing the tism, is it? It's not complicated enough. The PoE artists aren't pleased. It's like needed more like fucking skill tree action. You know, they needed to be a malignant tunnel skill tree. Straight up. I don't know. Does this look like it's gonna, like, I was hoping for stuff that was gonna fill in the void of Endgame. I don't know if this is gonna fill in the void of Endgame. Depends on how replayable these fucking malignant tunnels are. And is it gonna be like a delve? Are you gonna like explore it and progress through it like a system or something? Like, or is it just a fucking thing? Because he kind of just said, what I understood, like, oh, there's a place you can craft like a key, and then there's like a tunnel, and then you go in or something. But maybe there's a way of progressing it, like an abyss hole. Yeah, it sounded like you just kind of crafted an abyss hole, like a cell. There's a malignant hole in the ground, dude. Yo, our beliefs behind seasons. Seasons provide us with an opportunity to introduce innovative gameplay mechanics into Sanctuary for a limited time. Because seasons reset, we can't create crazy fun themes. Wait. Because seasons reset, we can create crazy fun season themes in a vacuum without needing to worry about balancing it with the mechanics introduced in the past or future seasons. Start from a strong eternal round baseline and build upon it. See, I disagreed in this during the fucking... Bro, you can put in crazy cool shit, really interesting stuff, and you can implement it into the game, right? You just don't tie power to it. Just remove power from it. It can be rewarding in other ways, and you can just drop on it. It doesn't need some specific thing that makes your character broken. I mean, don't get me wrong, power leagues are fun, and I'm okay with doing a power league, but like, you can also, if a league is just really good, you can design it in mind with like, this could be really badass shit we could add into the game, right? And it introduces minimal power creep, or you can totally remove the power creep from it, right? It's just content. You can just add content into the game, right? Literally just content, you know? Because power doesn't equal fun, always, chat. Otherwise, every single Diablo 3 season, when they go 12,000% more damage, it would just be insanely fun. And PogChamp, guess what? Power's fun for like a day or two, and then you're like, okay, this is kind of boring. And then you move on. Ultimately, you can still make a thing rewarding as fuck, but not add in power creep. For example, you know, this Malignant Heart thing, I don't know. You could make it in a way where it's just rewarding in terms of other things you do inside the season, but it doesn't give you the power anymore. So, you know, whenever you get the Malignant Hearts, there's a vendor which you can trade for like fucking crazy rare items, whatever. I don't know. You get the idea. So, I mean, just stuff that already exists. A currency that you can buy from, you know, you gotta say, you kill the fucking Malignant monster and it just drops a bunch of loot or whatever. You know, it doesn't need to, you can strip the thing that would add in like tons of power creep if the content was good. But now I think the Malignant Heart thing, honestly, dude, I'll be honest, when I look at the Malignant Heart league mechanic, my initial kind of just viewing of it, it looks just okay. It just looks okay. I wouldn't say it looks complete dog shit by any means, but then I wouldn't say it looks like crazy. It's just kind of like, it looks kind of mid. Especially seasons present an equal playing field. Our seasons are designed for new characters to conquer the nightmarish challenges brought on by the season's theme and progress. It's just not, bro. How much time does the average player play a day? Chat, how much time does the average player play a day? Like 2 hours, 3 hours? So let's say campaign, all of the statues and full map exploration is like what? Let's say 24 hours. So it's like 24 divided by 3. That means you're 8 days behind. You're literally 8 days behind if you know, for the average player. Oh yeah, what the fuck? I missed this. I skipped it. Yeah, you're totally right. What the fuck? 6 new unique items to discover and 7 legendary aspects to earn along the seasonal journey. So they mustn't be class specific. But wait, during the live stream, didn't they show a fucking thing? The cage heart of the Pinkana can be circuited into vicious malignant circuits found on jewelry. Once inserted, hearts can be replaced, but not removed. Oh, you can't get them out. Ooh, that's kind of yeah. So you got to put them in, but then you can't take them out. Critical strikes electrically charge the enemy for 2.89 seconds, causing lightning to arc between them and any other charged enemies. Dealing 64 lightning damage. Causing lightning to arc between them and any other charge. Okay, see. So every time you crit, you do 64 damage to that target and the targets that also have the debuff. It could be kind of like decent. I don't know, it seems kind of shit. But it arcs between them. I don't know, that's kind of maybe it gets way better. What is that, 266? I mean, that is really low, isn't it? I mean, it's going to be a percentage of your weapon damage, right? So it's going to be, it'll be decent, I'm guessing, at some point. Charge calls forth for ancients. Also charge, dealing 50% of the damage. Wait, what the fuck? So that's specific. I hate that shit, man. Why are they designing it like that? There's no new skills. So there's 7 new legendary aspects. But wait, what is that? There's Druid, Sork, Rogue, Barb, Necromancer, right? That's it. I'm gonna do the math here. 7 divided by 5. That's 1.4 aspects. There's 1.4 aspects per class. So you're gonna pretty much get one. There'll be pretty much one legendary aspect guaranteed for your class. But now they could be multiple though. I'm guessing they're gonna do this: class specific, class specific, class specific, class specific, class specific, and then there'll be generic. Right? That's probably what it is. So there'll probably be 5 specific ones that are like just like a set bonus build, whatever, and then there'll be 2 that work across the rest. I think it should be. I think that all the specific to class shit should just be on a fucking skill tree or on a Paragon board somewhere, and then every single legendary fucking power should work across all classes. To, you know, let's use you know, combinautics to make like insane levels of combinations. You know, not this fucking shit where, oh, here's your set bonus build. Equip your landslide, fucking legendary, with your fucking landslide shit. So, got X here, Paragon board. SSF flag, X. This one here, maybe. Yes, check. We got a check emoji here. We got an X emoji. This one here is maybe. This one here is X emoji. And it's X emoji.
Because he is
God damn game.